Parents, if you're looking for an affordable place to get a summer camp physical for your child, stay tuned. I'll have that and more summer camp health tips coming up.
Thank you, Gianna. Plus, it is slow but steady. We have a progress report as crews continue to battle the Washington fire outside of Markleeville.
Also still to come, a suicide bomber attacks a convoy in Afghanistan who officials say may have been the target. That and much more coming up for you on your Tuesday, June 30th, 2015.
You're watching News 4 Today on your side in high definition.
And hey, good Tuesday morning, everyone. Welcome to the last half hour of News 4 Today. First half hour mornings on Fox 11. I'm Samantha Boatman.
And I'm Bill Frankmore. 6:30 as we get you going here on this final day of June. Thanks for sticking around. All eyes on Wall Street once again. We're at the market open right now. I will say futures were up about 90 points on the Dow after dropping about 340 points yesterday. Concerns over Puerto Rico being able to pay back its debt. Same thing with Greece. We're going to see how the market is shaping up with our financial experts over at Bosma Group CPAs coming up in just a couple minutes.
Yeah, but first we begin this half hour with politics and another presidential hopeful that made a stop in Reno. Republican Rand Paul spoke to a crowd of about 200 supporters yesterday at the Atlantis Casino. He touched on a number of topics, including pushing for a flat tax and reducing the size of government.
I'm one who will argue and fight for your privacy, and I'm also somebody who will argue for a more reasonable, rational foreign policy that doesn't have us perpetually at war.
In addition to visiting Reno, Paul made stops in Elko, Mesquite, and Las Vegas.
Well, more now on some of the 200 laws that go into effect tomorrow, July 1st, many of them related to taxes. Now, a large portion of corporate taxes make up the $1.1 billion tax package passed in the legislature back in May. Now, the commerce tax, modified business tax, and increased corporate business licenses will fund education. Immediate tax hikes that directly affect people include the cigarette tax of $1.80 per pack, a $1 fee for every DMV transaction to fund a computer upgrade, and a $129 fee for initial divorce papers to fund state courts.
Well, some good news to report now. Firefighters are getting the upper hand on the Washington fire burning near Markleeville. The fire is now 56% contained. Fire officials say the blaze has burned about 17,787 acres. Now, State Highway 4 has reopened, but Highway 89 remains closed due to safety concerns. Thunderstorms and rain are in the forecast for this afternoon. So far, officials have spent more than $9 million fighting the flames. No word yet on when full containment is expected.
Well, if you want to be prepared for an emergency, local officials are offering a Preparedness Academy beginning next week. The CERT Academy, which stands for Community Emergency Response Team, kicks off July 9th. It provides training in disaster preparedness, emergency medical techniques, fire safety, and even terrorism awareness. It's 25 total hours of training during 6 sessions. Registration is required. If you'd like more information, just visit our website, mynews4.com.
All right, let's take a quick peek outside here on your Tuesday morning. Already a warm one to talk about, and a big thank you to all of our viewers, too, who sent in some great shots of some double rainbows in our area and regular rainbows.
What does
there
it
were
mean?
lots of them.
I love that video.
Yesterday.
Everything's rainbow anymore. The Facebook pictures we mentioned, everybody's changing their Facebook pictures to the rainbows.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, there was a good meme about that, actually, with a guy sitting in front of a computer, and he was kind of like leaning back, and there were rainbow colors going over him like a wave of the ocean. And it basically said, this is how I looked this morning when I checked my Facebook, and that was, of course, from Friday morning when that decision was made. Yeah, some pretty good stuff out there. Some good rainbows in our area as a result of that rain from yesterday. Some of the thunderstorms that came through the area, particularly hard hit yesterday, were places like Carson City and the Lake Tahoe area, maybe even Minden and Gardnerville. So they're pretty isolated in nature. A lot of us did miss out on them. We had a few of those pretty threatening looking clouds yesterday afternoon, right around 5 o'clock in the afternoon here in the Truckee Meadows, but nothing really came out of those. Those were actually thunderstorms before they got to us, and then they had trouble maintaining their thunderstorm status, so they just basically became a little bit of threatening cloud cover. Either way, isolated storms continue for the next several days. Doppler radar quiet for now, but high pressure off to our east continuing to circle around, and that clockwise swirl is introducing, again, moist moist air into our area, enough for some isolated storms in the afternoon. It's about a 20% chance for most of us, 30% chance in the Sierra that you'll see a thunderstorm. That's a 70 to 80% chance that you won't, so keep that in mind. A lot of us will remain storm-free. However, they are isolated out there in the afternoon. 60s and 70s to start our day. A hot day later on today. 101 the high in Reno Sparks. By the way, the record sits at 103, so we're not quite there. 99 in Carson City. 86 in Southlake and 101 in Fernley. And again, that isolated storm chance is there. We'll check out the 7-day forecast, see how long those isolated storms stick around. Coming up, back to you.
Thanks. Well, let's see how your Tuesday morning commute's doing so far. Trooper Dave Gibson from NHB. Good morning, Trooper Dave.
Well, good morning there, Sam. Hey, just let you know that, again, we're accident-free around the Reno Sparks area. However, there are going to be some slowdowns and a lot of congestion around the Spaghetti Bowl, with the heaviest going to be southbound on 580 down to Moana Lane. So make sure that you're using caution out there and adjust your time accordingly out there on the roadway. So make sure that you buckle up, move over for those emergency vehicles. Make sure to take a second look out there for those motorcycles before changing lanes. And always move over 3 feet for those bicycles because it is the law. You guys be safe. Have a wonderful morning. I'll send it back to you at the desk.
Trooper Dave, thank you. Well, if you're trying to enroll your student in a summer camp and a physical is required to enroll, don't worry, there is a clinic in town that can do that and a lot more. News 4's Gianna Georgie's in the studio now with more details. Good morning, Gianna.
Good morning, Bill. Summer camps are a blessing for parents and students during the break, but physicians in the area are reminding parents it's important and sometimes required to have your child get a physical before they sign up. That's when visiting a Minute Clinic can be helpful. Minute clinics are inside of CVS's across the country. These clinics are considered simple acute care clinics staffed by a nurse practitioner or a physician's assistant. Patients can be treated for coughs, colds, UTIs, rashes, and other simple illnesses. These clinics are meant to serve those who don't have insurance or whose primary is busy or whose work schedule makes it difficult to schedule a doctor's appointment. These facilities are a great place to bring kids who are gearing up for summer activities because asthma and allergy medicines can be prescribed, including EpiPens, as well as a physical. Minute Clinic nurses say providing a service like this to CVS customers demonstrates how important health is to the company.
I think that CVS is interested in offering full spectrum care and keeping people healthy. So not only through what they offer in the store and the pharmacy, but offering a place for people to go and be seen, especially right now. You know, our current healthcare climate, it's hard to get into our primary care doctors, and this offers a level of service that's really important.
No appointments are needed. Remedies like suturing and splinting are not available at the Minute Clinics. Right now, there's a cash special for summer camp physicals at the Minute Clinics in town for $49.99. In the Reno Sparks area, there are 3 locations. One off Robb Drive, one at McCarran and Prater, and one recently opened at 55 Demonte Ranch Parkway. Back to you.
All right, Gianna, thank you. Well, a warm winter along with current drought conditions are prompting more spiders and insects to come out early. You may have seen them around your house. Experts say creepy crawlers usually show up more often during the fall, but the dry weather may be bringing more out right now. Nevada entomologist Jeff Knight says when areas dry out, spiders look for new homes. He says they like moisture during the summer. Knight also says spiders are beneficial because they feed on other insects. And with more than 300 kinds of spiders in Nevada, there's only one considered an issue, and that's the black widow.
And they're going to be in dark corners, they're going to be hiding, they're nocturnal primarily, so if you really want to go on a black widow hunt, get your flashlight out and go around the rocky areas of a building or your property, and you'll probably see them coming out from the nooks and crannies.
I don't think I'll be going on a black widow hunt anytime soon. Experts say before using a pest control company, you can bring insects or spiders to the Nevada Department of Agriculture to be identified. For more information, just head to our website, mynews4.com. Tim?
All right.